Okay. Now let's talk about Cheryl Reeve, USA women's basketball team, and Caitlin Clark. But before we get started, I want to thank y'all for tuning in to the Gertie Mac Show and also taking y'all time to subscribe to the channel, liking and sharing these videos. I really appreciate all of that. Now let's go. So the USA women's national basketball team had their first game to kick off the 2024 Paris Olympics to start their journey to bring home another gold medal. Now they got the W. They literally karate kicked Japan ass like Danielson, 102-76. Wow. I mean, they put the beats on Japan. That was a blowout victory for sure. However, the topic of discussion is still Caitlin Clark not being on the team. And what they talking about now is how would the attendance going to be without Caitlin Clark? And we're going to get into that. I'm going to break that down for you. So here we go. So according to this post by Future of the Retro, these are the breakdown of the women's basketball game for the 2024 Paris Olympics. Starting off with Spain versus China had 27,000 attendance. Serbia versus Puerto Rico had 15,000 in attendance. Nigeria versus Australia, 24,000. Germany versus Belgium, 20,000. And France versus Canada, 20,000. But the USA versus Japan only had 13,000 in attendance. That's over 8,000 below the average attendance over the first couple of days. So basically the attendance for the USA women's national basketball team was low, like below freezing in Michigan. But hey, here's what it is. They still got the W. But here's the thing. This whole attendance thing really never really been a big deal when it comes to Olympics, if we're going to be honest, because we have to be fair. People want to bring home the gold medal. When we're thinking about the Olympics, we want to make sure that the USA or whatever country, they want to bring home the gold medal. Nobody really ever got into the attendance, especially when it comes to women's basketball. The attendance for women's basketball only started to matter when Caitlin Clark was drafted number 1 by the Indiana Fever, and Indiana Fever started selling out all their games. Because you got to realize, women's basketball hasn't had a spotlight shine on them in almost 28 years. But when Caitlin Clark entered the WNBA, her name, image, and likeness was a big commodity. It was hot like a pocket. All the games that she played in or Indiana Fever went to, whether it was at home or on the road, was a sellout. Attendance was through the roof. Even at the WNBA All-Star game in Phoenix, it was sold out 18,000, all because of Caitlin Clark. So what has happened is this. Because she did not get selected to be on the USA women's team, and along with the fact that people really don't like Cheryl Reeve like that, like they don't care for her, period, no matter what she does. Because of those reasons, people are going to now compare everything that the women's basketball team do or any other WNBA team do that doesn't have Caitlin Clark. If a team play and don't have Caitlin Clark, they're going to compare the numbers or the attendance based on Caitlin Clark not being there. That's just what it's going to be. Is it fair? No, but that's what it's at right now. So by Caitlin Clark being so-called snubbed for the Olympics, now everybody's going to critique everything that Cheryl Reeve and the USA women's basketball team does by saying, oh, look at the numbers. Look at the numbers. It was only 13,000 people there. So that's the reason why, because Caitlin Clark wasn't there. That's what it's going to say. But nobody never cared about that. All these other gold medals in the Olympics they had, they never cared about their attendance. But they do now because they want to apply the Caitlin Clark effect to everything that is done that she's not a part of. But what we can do is this. How about let's highlight the good things that the USA women's national basketball team did do. Because if you pay attention to Caitlin Clark and her whole thing about the WNBA, she don't want to just be about her. She wants the game to grow. And in order for the game to grow, in the league to grow, people going to have to realize that the spotlight going to have to disseminate to other teams and other people. It can't just be one superstar, because that means that the only time people care about the WNBA is when Caitlin plays. It's good for right now, but for longevity reason, it has to spread out to other players and other things. Women's basketball needs the spotlight, not just Caitlin Clark. She is helping it get spotlight, but it has to spread out to others for it to be a continued success for the long run. So let's look at some stats of some of the USA women's basketball team who had amazing performances today against Japan. Let's start off with Breanna Stewart had 22 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 blocks in this W blowout victory against Japan. Aja Wilson, 24 points, 13 rebounds, and 4 blocks. Hey, what you expect? Anything less? She's a baller. You got to give her that. And also Chelsea Gray. Now, you know, she was the one that hadn't been playing, and people were wondering, like, how you gonna put her on the team if she ain't been playing? But she showed out today. USA Basketball wrote point guard. She had 13 assists in only 20 minutes in this win over Japan. Then let's give it up for Sabrina Ionescu, New York Liberty. This is her first appearance in the Olympics for the USA Women's National Basketball Team. And in her debut, she had 11 points and 5 assists to help get this victory over Japan. Well, one of the reasons USA Women's National Basketball Team probably put the beats on Japan the way they did. You see this video right here? This is Aja Wilson and Brittany Griner pointing out something that's going on in the stands. Now, what's going on is it is a fan that's right there for Japan holding up a sign trolling Team USA with a Caitlin Clark sign that said, "You need Caitlin Clark to beat us." They saw that, so they pointed it out. Well, apparently they didn't need Caitlin Clark. It seemed like all they needed was a belt to whoop y'all ass, because that's exactly what they done. But y'all get in the comments and tell me what y'all think. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like and share this video, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can be notified when I drop another video. And also follow my social media at GertieMac15. Holla.